Hello, I'm Arlene Kessler, the president of the Women's Committee of Washington Performing Arts. The Women's Committee plays a significant role in WPA's annual Fader Memorial String Competition. This is a competition for string players in grades K through 12 in the DMV. We're always amazed and delighted to hear the talented young musicians who compete each year. We know that the judges have a very difficult job and must call upon their own talent, well-trained ears, and rich experience to analyze each player, provide constructive feedback, and ultimately decide on the winners. Two of our tremendous judges, who have been part of the Fader competition since 2008, are also brilliant performers as a husband and wife duo. Marc Ramirez and Olivia Hajioff form the violin and violin-viola duo Marcolivia. Marc and Olivia have taught and performed around the world, at festivals, and performed with orchestras. This award-winning group is highly sought and perform more than 40 performances a year. We are thrilled to present them in this lunchtime concert as part of Washington Performing Arts home delivery programming. Today, you'll hear Marcolivia perform works of Bartók and their own arrangement of some pieces by Mozart. They also included a performance of an original poem by Olivia that was recently named Grand Choice Winner of the Laura Riding Jackson COVID Poetry Competition. Please enjoy this delightful concert by our friends, the very talented artists, Marcolivia.
Hello, we are happy to present to you a house concert coming from our music studio in our house. And we're going to start our program with a little bit of Mozart. We have made an arrangement for violin and viola of Mozart's Marriage of Figaro opera.
We're going to be playing 4 of these arias for you today. The first one is You Who Know What Love Is. This is Cherubino the page singing, and he's singing of the feelings of first love to the Countess and Suzanne. Our second aria is If It Happens That Madame Calls You in the Night. The Count puts Susanna's bedroom right next to the Countess, and he's saying it's in case the Countess will need you in the night. But Figaro becomes suspicious because he realizes that actually it's in case the Count will need Susanna in the night. This one is I Don't Know Who I Am or What I'm Doing. This is Cherubino the Page again, with his teenage hormones singing of his first love. And the last one in our Mozart set is You Will Not Go on Romantic Escapades Anymore. This is the Count singing to the page as he packs him off to the army. Our second presentation is going to be a poem that I wrote early on in the pandemic, in April. It's called The Sounds Before the Sounds I Knew Before. Everyone says it's quieter now, but there are more sounds. Not the bird's song, but the first lift of its wing. Not a rustling of leaves, but the flip-flop as one leaf turns over, back and forth. The intake of breath before the shout of a child. When I stand still, I hear the grass tap against its fellow blade. When I walk, I hear my foot raise, peeling away from the soft pine needles. The sounds before the sounds I knew before. I should wear a softer jacket. I have to hold my arms rigid by my sides to stop the shiny rubbing that mutes all else. Otherwise, I won't know what I can hear and what I cannot. The listening itself is a reaching out, a stretching. Only the trees hold their secret quietness. I go close to them and find a cool darkness, made of sounds I have yet to hear.
Next, we will play you 3 duos by Béla Bartók. And Béla Bartók traveled the whole world over, especially in Eastern Europe, searching for folk songs that were going to be eventually becoming extinct because the Western European culture was encroaching upon the Eastern European culture. This would have been back in the very early 1900. And he traveled with his fellow composer Zoltán Kodály, and they went all over recording all of these folk songs. And so we're going to play 3 of them for you. And the top line of the folk song is verbatim as Bartók heard it. And then he wrote underneath a second line which he harmonized for the second violin. So the first one we're going to be playing is the Ruthenian Dance. And next we'll be playing the Cradle Song. It is a lullaby, and it is a very ancient ceremonial song. And the interesting thing about this is that they're in 2 different keys. Olivia's has 2 flats, mine has 1 sharp, and there are only 3 notes in this whole piece. And our final piece for this performance is Dance from Máramaros.
Thank you so much for listening today to our performance. We really enjoyed playing for you.